Welcome back, guys, to Money, Marriage, and Media. My name is Mike. I'm your host. And today we're rocking with the Lapeef Network. Today's title is "If a Woman Makes More Money Than You, Is She the Head of the Household?" Controversial topic, right? But you know what's not controversial? Getting 600 subscribers. You like that smooth transition? Yeah, like and subscribe, turn the notifications on, all that good stuff. We're going to jump right in. Oh, you know what? Before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys right now. If you've been watching my channel, you always tell guys, leading with your wallet, money doesn't make you a good leader. Leadership skills make you a good leader. So right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and say no. No. Now, does that mean that women can't lead a household? I'm sure they can. I've never seen that work out long term, but it doesn't say they can't. But yeah, it is what it is. But we're gonna go ahead and get this started.
Hey, shout out to Jay at Story to Tell, man. He's on La Pifa Sundays with the $20. Appreciate you, Jay. Yeah, the ladies like the meat. Monique, that's how we always say when it's time to get to the meat. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into it. You guys seen the topic on the thumbnail as well as in the description and title. Can a man be the leader with a 50-50 partnership?
Yes, he can. Because again, money doesn't make you a leader. Leadership skills. We looked at another video. One of my past videos, we talked about women are hypergamous, right? You hear that all the time. It's beginning to be a YouTube talking point. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and look up the definition because I'm that serious about this because we got to start defining these words. How many times you hear about? It's out in Google this already, but people keep saying this stuff all the time, and we just want to get some clarification here. Okay, action of marrying or forming sexual relationship with a person of superior sociological or educational background. Notice that there's nothing in there about money, right? So if we know women are like that, right, then there are things that you can be greater at, greater than your wife. If she values those things, then it can override the whole, well, he makes more money than me thing. It solves some other issues too, but we're not going to get into that. We're going to go ahead and get the video started and see what everybody's talking about.
Can a man still be the leader with a 50-50 partnership?
Fuck no. They don't even make that.
Y'all don't care to add no content? Well, hold on, wait. Hold on, because
please.
we know that the guys is gonna say what we say. I'm curious as to what the women think about this subject.
All right, let me know.
So, can you repeat the question?
The question says, can a man still be the leader with a 50-50 partnership? Can a man still be the leader with a 50-50 partnership?
So right off the bat, we're already going to start off on the wrong foot. And again, 50-50 is one of these things, one of these YouTube talking points that nobody ever actually starts to peel back the layer on. Guys, for those of you that don't know, a 50-50 relationship is about effort. It's not about money. Every relationship is 50-50 because no sane person is going to jump into a relationship where they do everything. That's a one-way relationship. Those don't work. So 50-50 is about effort. So even if you're the breadwinner, even if you're the only source of income, your wife still brings value to the relationship because if you're breaking all the finances, you don't have time to do everything else. Well, how's it going to get done? Your wife comes in and adds value to the relationship. So we got to start paying attention to that, what we're saying when we use these talking points.
The word can is a possibility. Yes, he can. He should. Now, I will say why he wouldn't be or continue to be the leader. It will be on the woman disrespecting or not respecting his leadership after she's putting whatever. So I think
you got to choose a side, Sire. You got to choose a side because there's a lot of 50-50 relationships that's out there right now. Yeah,
what I have learned, what I have learned from being in these panels is that what you in the United States consider 50-50 is not what we consider 50-50 here. Because here, if a woman is working, my dad, works, my stepmom works. Obviously, he makes more money than her, so she's not putting 50. It's not 50% that she's putting, not even 30% probably. But her effort comes in a different way. Like her other percentage comes in a different way. Like she's the person in charge of cooking for him. She's the one in charge of doing everything. My dad literally goes to work, come home.
Exactly what I was talking about before. See, the problem in our community is that we keep assigning these things, we keep making these things about money, and marriage is not about. I think we do that to simplify things, to make things simple. The man makes the money, so that's easy. The problem comes in is that when if women feel like they are, because a lot of women think because they make less than a man, they're not bringing enough to the relationship. Hence, you get all these women who want to go out here and make as much. They want to do everything the men can do. They want to be the breadwinner until the negative aspects of that kick in, right? So I make my own money, which means that I should have a say. I should have as much say as you. See how we've got that confused? It's not money that makes you a leader. It's not. It's leadership skills. I keep saying that, but again, relationships are about balance. We each have a role to play. Now, who fulfills those roles? I don't really care about that because, again, the marriage rates are too low in our community for us to get get picky about that. No, we need more nuclear families like yesterday so that we can start raising the standards in our community for how we raise our children. Because ultimately, that's the only way you're going to improve. You're going to make things better in the community. How are you going to rebuild the community? You've got to start putting things in place so that we can start raising our kids to do better.
And lays down. Like he doesn't do much in the house. He's the one in charge of putting the trash out. That's it. And watering the plants. He loves to do that. But that doesn't mean that he cannot do other things. So, and then her check is used for bills, for decoration in the house, whatever she wants, it's not for her hair, nails, dresses. So we look at it different. So that's why he's still the leader.
Go ahead, Balance. I'm curious what are your thoughts? I'm coming to you. Don't say I agree with somebody. I know that somebody may have not spoken yet, but it's on you. Go ahead and give us some balance to this conversation.
I thought you would be curious with what I had to say. I'm not going to speak for myself. I'm going to say that I think many people do this currently. And if it works for them, I have nothing to say about what works in their households because many people are living like this. And a lot of people are living like that maybe because the men cannot afford to not go 50-50 with their women. Now, certain things could work with certain women. Certain things won't work with certain women. But if that's working for you guys.
See, again, we keep stuck on this money thing. Relationships are about more than just money.
Guys, kudos to you. That's really all I have to say about it.
Yeah, but the question is, is he still a leader? So based off of these things that you see happening within these households, it's not whether or not it happens as far as the partnership, but whether or not he's actually the leader of said household. Do you think that he's still in that leadership position, in a 50-50 partnership?
So I'm going to answer you honestly, Anton, in what I've seen. Mm-hmm. This is not my personal experience, but in what I've seen in other relationships that are 50-50, it's more of a team effort. It's no head leader. It seems what I observe is it's more of a team effort. They make a team decision with everything.
Well, if that's the case, what happens when they disagree? One person's got to make the decision. So, it's a team effort. Okay, but what happens when there's a disagreement, though? Somebody's leading that relationship. It may not be as clear, but again, I used to run into stuff when I was when I was a licensed coach in financial services. You know, they people would always start off and talking about the same premise. We agree on stuff and we work as a team, but at the end of the day, you ask a couple questions, it'll get down to who is the decision maker, because you can only be one decision maker. Somebody's got to make the decision, and that person, whoever it is, usually does make the decisions. Doesn't mean that they don't empower the other person, but most marriages, there is usually one decision maker, and it could be the man or the woman. I've encountered enough of both. That's why I say, to me, the who fills what roles is not as important as, okay, we got to get the marriage thing happening first. First, we're going to agree that there is a marriage and that, you know, we want to raise some kids. Okay, then we can figure out what roles go where.
I'm not in charge of if you can or can't do that in your relationship. I'm just telling you what I've seen.
But balance. Wait, you can't say
So,
that.
like based off your personal
No,
experience.
wait, Jr. Wait.
See, this is another problem I have with these panels, because it's like, if JR is the host, why are you telling him to wait? Like, that's just disrespectful. I don't care who you are. It's his show. It's his channel. If he start talking, everybody's supposed to be quiet. We don't get it. Let me stop.
Are y'all 50-50, Rashawn?
No one is there to see you. No one is there to see if it's really 50-50. Whatever they do in front of you, that's one thing. But there's always one as the head. I don't care. Listen, that's the dynamic. Nothing in the universe is equal. Why are we making it seem, even if the man is having and his woman is paying 50-50 in bills, that's just finance is just one aspect of a relationship.
There it is.
There's other aspects. There's someone that's making the last.
No,
I'm about to, Anton, I know what you're about to say. Relax. Now,
no. What am I about to say? What am I about to say?
Listen.
What am I about to say?
I understand as a man, you need.
What am I about to say?
Listen, I know as a man that you need to be a provider, and finances.
That's not what I was about to say.
Providing is a major thing. All right. So let me finish what I was about to say. There's always a head. I don't care what it is, and if you allow, if you allow or someone to trick you to think that it's 50-50, your woman is the goddamn head.
That's a lot of the time what we see.
If you would allow your woman to make it
Fair
seem
point.
like and make you think as a man that this is 50-50, oh no, she's the mastermind behind the whole goddamn deal over here.
Let me ask you a question, Rashawn.
Go ahead, Anton.
So let's say that a woman is, because you know a lot of these modern relationships, women already got their own career and they doing pretty well, right?
Yeah.
So hypothetically, let's say that you get into a relationship and she make more money than you. By default, is she the head?
Man, hell no. Hey, I'm not even gonna get on to a personal tip. No. I don't care how much money you make. None of that shit matters to me. No.
Okay, so you would talk to a woman that made more money than you, though, right?
I have talked to women that made more money than me.
And then how does that play out? How do you manage that?
He cooking clean.
Let's Bruce. Yo, listen, man.
Tell the truth, Rashawn. You cooking clean, right?
Listen, y'all know better than that. I'm not going. Y'all gonna use me as a stunt dummy on here.
And the high level conversation just went right down the toilet. It's actually getting somewhere, but you know.
You don't know what the grease is.
Now listen, I don't know. Listen, Anton, I'm not going to allow you to do that tonight, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. It's a good thing they ended that, because that wasn't going anywhere. We may pick back up with this again. Let's see. I mean, if you guys like it, we can keep going with the Lapeef Network. You guys know I usually stick to the Lapeef Experience, particularly because there are usually more women on the panel, and we can actually get some insight into how the ladies interact with each other. From the male perspective, so most of you guys watching this channel, I think that's the interesting part. But you know, I saw this title, clicked on it, so here we are. What are my thoughts on this? Well, again, 50-50 is not about money. It takes more than just finances to make up a marriage, right? 50-50 is about effort. both of you contributing to make the relationship, make the marriage work by figuring out who's going to take on what roles. A lot of times the reason why the divorce rate is so high is because we leave things too ambiguous, and it's well, we're just going with the flow and nothing gets done, nothing gets accomplished. So we got to start doing better with that. And one of those ways is, again, through high level conversation. We're able to peel back the layers and figure out how marriages actually work. What's the purpose of it? Usually it's going to be the man that comes up with that. Why? Because he's the one that proposes. He's the one that's looking for a wife to help him in his with his purpose in his journey through life. So sometimes finances, well, look, I'm just saying, I very rarely do I tell guys to lead with their wallet, just because it leaves you open to potential big potential problems, especially with today's divorce rate. The most notable one is that when you lead with your wallet, that's how you get her, that's how you maintain her, and she's going to be there for you until you lose your job or you lose your source of income for X amount of time, right? Because then again, that's what the main reason she was there, but you don't have it no more, and now she's gone. That's why I say you need to lead with character. That's why we got the dime: self-discipline, integrity, morals, and ethics. Lead with that. It's hard to run out of those. Just saying. And in most cases, if you're doing better than your woman in those categories, it's going to be hard for her not to respect you. So, but those are my thoughts on that, and we'll see how this goes. Maybe worth maybe some more topics we need to check out from the Lapeef Network. JR's original channel. But until then, I'm gonna stay ghost to the next time. Peace.